Man, what have my stories even come to at this point, okay? Because I'm about to talk about something weird and really out of pocket, okay? It's probably not what you guys are thinking. I mean, I have no idea what I'm calling this video, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I was at work one day, okay? And I've said it before, but you know what? I'm just gonna try to, tell a story, but be as like cryptic as possible. Because you guys are all little detectives, and if I'm gonna give you one clue for, oh, I like your confidence, man. Keep it up. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you. Wow, you didn't even have to do that. He just, anyway. I'm gonna be trying to be as discreet as possible because you guys are all little detectives. I'm gonna give you guys one clue, and then you're gonna be all over me in not the good ways. Die. Kidding? You're done. What? You think I don't have countermeasures? Okay, I didn't have countermeasures. I'm like Hawkeye. Oh. So, anyways, I was at work, and one of a coworker of mine, more like a friend from work. If you guys have ever had like a job, if you guys have ever worked, okay, like I remember I say like a work friend, and like, I've gotten like my grandparents once came up to me, was like, what is a work friend? It's like when you know people at work and they're like your go-to people, like you hang out with them and you like hanging out with them, but you can't really like consider them friends because you only hang out at work. That's like the type of people I'm talking about, okay? And I was hanging out with a work friend, and we were all just chilling. It was a pretty slow day at my work location that I will not, elaborate on. And all of a sudden, this work friend came up to me, and she had like this sticker, and it was just some like random sticker, and it was a snail, and it was a little colorful, and I was like, oh, that's a cool dude. You've lost this fight. Dude, what are you? Whoa, what the heck? Okay. That guy took some like shrooms during the fight, and he just became like Superman. And like I was saying, she came up to me and she's like, oh, I found this in the break room. Do you want it? And it's just the sticker of a snail. And it's a little colorful. I'm like, dude, I want a snail sticker. So I said, yeah. And I was like, and then, she gave it to me and she almost starts walking away. And I was like, wait. She's like, what's up? And I was like, oh, yeah, that didn't happen. So like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Jeez. I was like, wait, what do I do with it? And she kind of just looks at me and she's like, I don't know. I was like, you think I know? And she's like, oh, how about just wear it? Yeah. And oh, do you? Aha! I get. Oh, so like I was saying before, I was interrupted again. She takes the sticker off. She like unsticks it. I don't know the proper vocab for that, and she sticks it on me. I'm just like, cool. And just throughout my day, I'm just walking around, and then someone comes up to me just while they're passing, and they're like, "Oh, nice sticker." I was like, "Oh, thanks." I just put it on. It was just kind of laying there. I was like, "Oh, cool." Like, "Oh, right, nice." And just, I thought it was cool. It's like, oh, like a snail connoisseur or something like that. Who knows? And then as the day continued, more and more people kept coming up to me complimenting the sticker. And I was starting to be like, dude, is it like snail day or something? Like, what I miss? And then I was chilling with a few more of my coworkers later on in the day. And, we're just chilling. And then another one of my coworkers walks in the door. And before I continue, I must state this might be a little, a little insight into what I'm about to talk about. But if you're homophobic, here's your disclaimer. Time to bounce, bro. Because, yeah, I think you see where this is going. Someone walks in and is like, oh, nice sticker. And, at that point, I was just sitting there and I was like, okay, yeah, thank you. But like, bro, everyone keeps complimenting this sticker today. And I have no idea why. Like, is this snail really cool? And my coworker looks at me and she's like, Sean, that's because it's got like the lesbian colors. I'm like, the what? And he's like, look, the lesbian colors, look. And I look at the sticker and I look at the snail and the shell, the shell that's around it, it's the same colors of like the lesbian flag. And I was like, oh. And see, that's the point where like all the coworkers and I, like around me, just decide like to play it off like, oh yeah, we knew that, like, oh. And then as soon as my coworker walks away, as soon as she walked away, like we all kind of just looked at each other and we're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And I kind of look at another coworker friend of mine and I was like, yo, wait, do you think that's why everyone was complimenting the sticker? And just look at me, he's like, yep. And I'm like, so, and he's like, yep. And I was like, and I'm like, yep. And I'm like, huh. And see, the thing is, I was thinking about taking the sticker off because I'm sitting here, I want to be like a good employee and I don't want to like wear the sticker if I'm not supposed to. Like, I don't know if my employers like want me wearing stickers at work. It could be like, like the employee, the like guests or whatever might like, think it's like weird that I'm wearing a sticker. Of course, this is, before I thought it would be homophobic if I did that. Keyword thought. See, here's the thing. I now got myself in a predicament. Because I'm now at the point, and my coworkers brought this to my attention. They're like, wait, Sean, you can't take that off now. I'm like, wait, why can't I take it off? It's like just a sticker. And they're like, because if you take that off, then you're homophobic, dude. And I'm not even gonna lie, that's when the boss battle music kicked in and all the pieces started coming together. It was like an anime moment. I was like, oh, and I realized everything was connected. Every compliment I got, all the weird looks I might have received, everything. And then I realized something. I was like, wait, I can never take this sticker off, because I just realized, I'm like, not even my employers are going to tell me to take this off, because if they tell me to take this off, they're going to look at me and they're going to look homophobic if they tell me to take it off. It's like an endless cycle that I'm trapped in, and I just have to wear it. And let me just tell you guys, I don't have a problem wearing the sticker. I felt like I was misrepresenting a little bit, because I'm not lesbian or gay or anything, but I'm an ally, you know. I'm gonna hit you guys with I have a ton of friends who are gay and are lesbian. I sound so incriminating right now. So that was like probably the funniest thing that had happened that day. Like we were all laughing and cracking up about it, and then every time someone would go up to me like, oh, like a coworker or whoever would be like, oh, you know, nice sticker, I'd be like, oh, you know, thank you, but you know, there's a story behind this, right? And they're like, wait, what's the story? And then I would proceed to explain the marvelous story. They would laugh. And then it gets better. It gets better, because when we were initially talking about it, when we were initially talking about my predicament, about how I just can't take it off, I was sitting there. One of my coworkers, who happens to be lesbian, looks at me and she's like, oh, no, it's cool, Sean. I'll give you the lesbian pass. I'm like, the lesbian pass? And that's when we all just stopped and kind of was like, what the heck is the lesbian pass? Okay. Like, I had no idea, dude. And you know, she started cracking up at that. And the whole reason she gave me the lesbian pass was simply because of the fact that I was kind of expressing my concerns. It's like, wait, I can't take this off, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried that someone might be like yell at me for some reason for misrepresenting. I mean, obviously you might be thinking they shouldn't do that. You're just being like a good person and you're being nice, but you know, people can be weird. I mean, have you seen Twitter? So she gave it to me and we kind of just paused and we're like, what does that even mean? And then another coworker friend of mine kind of sat there and he's like, so, and he looks at the girl and he's like, what slurs can he say? And personally, when we're talking about me, I don't even say slurs in the first place. So I literally told him, I was like, no, you don't have to worry about that. I'm not saying anything. I don't even say anything on the regular. But if you're curious, the response was, dude, I'm not even going to say them out loud. So apparently there are lesbian slurs that I don't know. You know what? I'm not even gonna guess, for several different reasons. One of them being like, I don't want to accidentally be right. The other one being, I don't want to say them. And the third one being, I don't want to be downright offensive. Oh gosh. So yep, that was my day. The lesbian pass. That was cool. We laughed about that for like a hot minute. Like I'm talking like hours. But it was good. It was cool. And I didn't know that was a thing. It's a thing. I have it now. I'm never gonna use it up. Haha, now in like 20 years when people start calling me homophobic for no reason, I'll be like, I got the lesbian pass.